Hey guys, Mr. Short Hitter here.
You don't look like a short hitter to me.
I've come off two of the worst rounds. I take that back. Worst ball striking rounds I've played in a long time. Short game was pretty good. I had a match today, a 9-hole match. The short game saved me. My 18-hole round I played yesterday, the short game saved me again. However, on the live last night, JCB wanted a video regarding playing in the wind. So I'm going to give you a few quick tips because I've only got 25 minutes of sunlight on playing in the wind. The first tip, we often look at the flags on the golf course. However, many golf courses will have a flag when you arrive that's a lot higher than the flags that are on the greens. Check that flag for the dominant wind direction. Now, the wind can cause havoc on your tee shots, especially if it's a strong wind. I prefer to play with the wind than against it on the tee shots, especially on the approach shots. However, I don't want to try to hold it against a 20-mile-per-hour wind. It's just too strong. So guys, we've got 143 into the wind. My second tip is check the weather station report for the dominant wind before you even arrive at the course. Weather.com, AccuWeather, whatever, and now you know the wind is coming out of the southeast at approximately 15 miles an hour. You know what to expect on the course, and you have an idea of how much is blowing. 143 yards, I like to play with the wind. The wind's blowing left to right. However, in this case, because I have these trees, I don't have a choice. So I have to kind of try to draw it with the 7-iron if I can, because there's no room to play it to the left. Wind kind of let up a little bit. It was stronger earlier. So guys, I'm talking fast because the sun is going down fast. More loft, more spin. More speed, more spin. More spin, the ball is going to be launched higher and it's going to be affected more by the wind. Another one, 8 inches short. Yeah, 6 inches short. So the ball is going to be carried about a 0.5% further downwind for every mile-per-hour wind. If you're hitting a shot from 100 yards and it's a 10-mile-per-hour wind, well, that's 5% more carry of 100 yards, so that's 5 yards more carry. Now, alternatively, the opposite is true if you're into the wind, except it's not a 0.5%, it's a full percent. So a 100-yard shot, you would play as if it's a 110-yard shot with a 10-mile-per-hour wind. When the flag is straight out, that's about a 15-mile-per-hour wind. Kind of falls down a little bit, maybe it's 10 to 15. So here, as you can see, it was straight out, now it's down. So I'm going to say this would be less than 15-mile-per-hour wind, probably closer to a 10-mile-per-hour wind. Barely moving at all. It's now you're probably talking about 5-mile-per-hour winds, and at 20 to 25 miles per hour, that's when you start seeing the flag stick start to bend in the hole like this. Now downwind, your ball is generally going to fly a little bit straighter. It's going to take a little spin off of it. That could definitely help you get a few extra yards off the tee. We're crosswind here. Where'd my pink tee go? In a crosswind, if you're riding that wind, it can help carry the ball a little further versus if you're going into that wind. Same thing with iron shots. It'll knock that ball out of the sky a lot quicker. All right, we have 140. The air is pretty cold. Wind's blowing right to left, so I'm going to hit a 7-iron and try to let the wind carry it a little bit, as opposed to hitting a shot left or right into that wind and having the chance of that wind knocking it down. If you're hitting a shot into the wind or cutting it into a crosswind or even hooking it into a crosswind, the last thing you want to do is swing hard, because if you swing hard, you increase that spin again, the ball balloons on you, knocks it out of the sky. The last thing you want to do on a windy day is to miss the green and short side yourself going with the wind, because you're going to have to hit a pitch shot downwind to a short-sided pin, and it's going to be an automatic bogey or worse. If you do happen to short side yourself, make sure it's at least where you're hitting back into the wind, where that wind can actually help you stop the ball. So guys, on a windy day, I'm going to take even more conservative targets and kind of rely on my short game. And with the short game, you're not going to want to hit a lot of high pitch shots, high flop shots if you don't have to. If you get that wind blowing 20-25 miles per hour, it's not only going to affect your pitch shots, your flop shots, it's going to affect the break of the putt.
I got a couple tips for you from Mr. Short Hitter. When you're playing in the wind and you still playing the wind, so check this out. Couple tips for you when you're playing in the wind. First of all, swing easy to prevent excess spin. Take extra club based on the wind speed. If it's blowing less than 10, one club is all you need. If the flag is at attention, it's blowing 15. At 25, it bends the flag and blows your ball in on the green. Downwind, fly straighter, but takes off the spin. So when you hit into the green, may have to land it on the fringe. Crosswinds, they can help if you shape your ball with it. And the versey fly shorter if you shape your ball against it. Once the wind hits your ball, can knock it out the sky. Observe when you arrive the highest flag in the sky. Check the weather stations for the dominant directions. That's the info you need when you make your club selection. Don't expect perfection, just try your best and play with Mr. Short Hitter tips. You're prepared for windy days. To go, just play 13. Need a palm away in, gotta hit more greens.